Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Joe from joesdaily.com. Today we're on the Celebrity Eclipse on their Alaskan itinerary, and I want to show you what the Aqua Class suite looks like. It's a balcony suite, so let's go check it out. So here it is. As I said, this is the Aqua Class balcony suite. You can see the balcony back there. It's got a giant bed. I believe these are two beds brought together. That's pretty traditional in cruising. You don't really notice it when Sarah and I are sleeping. We don't notice it, but it's usually a common thing. But we'll go through the tour of this in a second. But of course, I'm going to start in the bathroom because it's usually where you start when you walk in here. So let's go right over here. See, provide two robes if you have two people to the room. And honestly, they probably always do two just in case someone else is in your room. But the one thing that's interesting is if you've never cruised before, this is going to look small to you. But I've done a ton of cruises. Sarah can attest to this. And usually it's like one person comfortably in the bathroom. But overall, I would say this is one of the biggest bathrooms I've been in. I have seen some bathrooms on cruise ships with tubs. I think there's probably a few on this ship. Unfortunately, we did not get one of those. But yeah, so there's plenty of storage space. I mean, they are pretty small drawers, but overall, they get the job done. But the one thing I do like is I'll show you this, is that this big cabinet provides a lot of storage, and there's also more down here as well. You see we jam-packed this specific cruise because it was a long cruise, like a 7-day Alaskan cruise. One of the things I do, I traditionally don't pack like my shower gel and stuff like that. I'm not really picky when it comes to that. If you are, bring yours, but they do provide you with a conditioner, shampoo, a body gel, and some lotion. So that's pretty traditional, like at a hotel. Same with cruise ships. I've never been on a cruise ship that they didn't provide you that stuff, so not too worried. Also, of course, you have a room service attendant that will take care of your towels every single day. We try to not overload them with laundry if possible, but you can obviously get all your, your stuff done. You can also actually send out for your laundry, but that's not like anything special to this class. It's just anyone can do that on the ship. All right, so that's really it for the bathroom. Let's check out the main area. So obviously storage is a concern for a lot of people. I mean, when I'm traveling solo, which is actually often these days, I'm not too worried about it. I usually pack pretty light, but because it's Sarah and me on this trip, obviously pretty good amount of hanging space. I mean, there's literally hangers all the way down this thing. There's a bunch of empty space. You can put your suitcase, purse, whatever down here. And obviously I'll just show you just for the sake of showing you, here's my side of it and some luggage down there as well. But the thing that's really nice about this particular room, and I can't say if it's Aqua Class exclusive, I don't think it is that they have a lot of extra space. You can see that's where I've been putting some of my shoes and extra stuff, my hoodie, stuff like that. And Sarah has one on her side. And of course, take advantage of under the bed. It's not solid wood under there. It's, you can slide your suitcases, backpacks, whatever you want down below. So there's plenty of space. And that's not even including what's over on this side. Okay, let's check out the living area. So most rooms have couches, but I don't think many people take advantage of them. I mean, usually you're out exploring the ship on an excursion. We use them to put our backpack down. We rarely use this. I think I've laid on it once. But anyways, so there are additional drawers over here. So obviously good for t-shirts, underwear, socks, things you're not hanging up or whatever. So that's here. One of the most important things in a cruise ship room, I think, is the safe. Especially on a trip, you're going international, or you're going to probably have your passport with you. So anything valuable, watches, rings, anything you just don't want to lose or bring out and about, put it in the safe. I put cash in there, my ID, stuff like that. When you're on a ship like this, you only need this. Your card is attached to it. You could buy your drinks, buy your specialty dining. They're going to need this more than anything. So this is good to have with you at all times. Actually, it's kind of a necessity. And then also down below here, we've got a fridge. Just know, even if you have the drink package like us, you have to pay for things in here, which is really weird. So we don't touch this because we just go to the bar and get ourselves a drink. But we do keep stuff in cold, maybe a wine from the night before or champagne or something like that. So that's nice to have, of course. I do want to touch on the TV. We don't watch a lot of TV when we're on a cruise, but the truth is this was pretty limiting. I was a little bit bummed out. Not a lot of movies. Like some cruise ships we've been on have like a plethora of things if you just want to relax in the bed for a couple hours and watch a movie. This was a little limited, but that's okay. We're here to cruise and explore and do other things, so that's not a big deal. Over here is a small little desk, and the one thing I want to point out is this ship is 12 to 15 years old. I always forget how old this ship is. So it definitely needs a little bit of a refurbing. I think it was in dry dock a few years ago, and they didn't really update many things. For example, there's only a few outlets in this living space. For example, there's two here. There are none by the bed unless I haven't discovered them yet, but we looked. And then there are only like one or two in the bathroom. So if you do need an outlet to charge anything, you're going to have to do it over here, which is not that big a deal, but something worth noting. Now, Sarah said I should mention that people usually when they travel use portable chargers, right? When you're out and about, you need extra battery space for, your iPad, your iPhone, whatever. So I recommended one down below in the description, so check that out if you need one. All right, so obviously, balcony, come on out. So one of the highlights of an Alaskan cruise is obviously the scenery. Right now, unfortunately, you're not seeing much, but this entire trip has been insane. It literally, on your balcony, up top, it was just gorgeous. If you want to see my photos, go to instagram.com/joesdaily, see everything I did. It was a remarkable trip. But yeah, so obviously a balcony is great. It's a great way to enjoy some wine, maybe your breakfast in the morning or any type of room service. Just enjoy it out here and just listen to the waves and just take in the scenery. So that's really it, guys. I just wanted to share with you what an Aqua Class balcony suite on the Celebrity Eclipse looks like. Honestly, there's very little negatives because the positives outweigh anything negative, but I will touch on what I said before about the plugs, the outlets. The outlets, the lack of, and also the fact that they didn't have USB, which is such a common thing these days in hotels and other cruise ships, that's a little bit of a mess. I think they might be able to fix that, but as I said, just bring a portable charger. You don't have to worry about that. Of course, the perks, or I should say the positives of this room. I'm going to start with two that are exclusive to Blue Class, Aqua Class. So you do get 2 bottles of water every day from your service attendant. It's just refilled every single day. So we've always had water to come home to at the end of the night, which is so good. We both have one on the side of our beds and we don't have to worry about not being hydrated, which sounds silly, but it's easy to not be hydrated on a cruise ship. You're eating a lot, you're drinking a lot, you're having a great time, you forget to drink water. So that's a really nice perk. Also, another perk of being an Aqua Class member is you get exclusive access to the Blue Restaurant. Now, the reason why that's good is that if you've been on a cruise ship before, you know the main dining is great, but you have to be there at a specific time, and that's sometimes a bummer, right? Maybe you want to see a show and not have to stress about when you eat. Having access to the Blue Restaurant, it's smaller, it's more intimate, and you can go anytime. I think it's between 5:30 and 9 o'clock. So the truth is, Sarah and I have loved it because like today, we don't know when we want to go to dinner. We haven't had lunch yet. We don't want to have to worry about that, but now we know we can stroll in later, and the service is remarkable, and the food's been great. But back to the room for a second. The bed. Seriously, one of the most comfortable beds we've ever slept on a cruise. We've slept really good every single night. And that's rare because usually there's a night or two, especially with time adjustments, that we kind of are burnt out and we almost like can't sleep, even though despite being so tired. This bed's super comfortable. The pillows are great. And that's saying something because like I said, we've done a lot of cruises. It's probably one of the best ones we've ever slept on. And of course, storage. I mentioned that earlier. We did a little bit of a tour, but that's a huge part. I've been on cruise ships where there's like one little closet space and it's just not enough. So especially when you have 2 people. And we're not one of those people, we don't overpack, but we still want a space to be able to put our stuff without them getting all crunched up and stuff like that. So yeah, it's nice to have a lot of storage space. And then lastly, I'd probably say the bathroom. The size is actually quite big, and I think that is rare on most cruise ships because typically the bathrooms are made to just, you go in, you shower, you use the restroom, and that is it. But this one actually is a little more roomy where Sarah and I can get in there together and brush our teeth and stuff like that, so it's nice. It's definitely bigger than most. So that's really it, guys. If you guys like this video, please click the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and if you do want to see my photos and videos from this trip, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, all the links are down below. I posted quite a bit, so please go check that out. As always, guys, I'm Joe from joesdaily.com. I will see you next video. Peace.